I wanted to give you an overview of the final project part 1. This week you should have been making your way through the final project requirements, looking at the assignment, and possibly getting started on it. This is a cumulative problem. It will take you some time to complete it. There is a written element for each part of this assignment, so please don't forget about that. There's a written element for part 1, and part 2 is totally a written element. So when you open up your worksheet that's provided under the assignment and guidelines within the course room, you are presented with the paid and approved budgeted balance sheet. And if you scroll down, you can see that there are assumptions that follow the balance sheet. All of these assumptions are necessary for you to complete the budgets for this part of the project. Please don't let these assumptions overwhelm you, okay, because it's just all listed here 1 through 8. But if you scroll down and you can see here where it says step 1, prepare sales budget. All of the information in this section is all you need to prepare the sales budget. So you don't have to look through each one of these and go, oh my gosh, where am I going to put all this information? I'm so overwhelmed. So don't do that to yourself. Let yourself get ahead of the game here and understand that each one of these sections is the elements that you need to prepare that budget. So then step 2, prepare a production budget. All of the information that's here is what you need to prepare your production budget, and so on. This was developed in a way so that if you follow the steps, you will be successful in this final project. And then as you scroll down, you will see that there's elements down here that describe a actual quantity of material and actual cost of material, and as well as actual labor. This information down here is what you will need to prepare your variances. Okay, that is a separate worksheet. It is not in this one. But the information that you need to get started is in this under these assumptions and elements. So please don't forget about that, because most of you will then start to email and ask where to find this information. It is located right here in your directions. So again, we have all this information that you need. And on this next tab down here, you can see that these are all the budgets. You do not have to create them. These are already created for you. You just have to input the data. Simple as that. Now there are some typos within the budget, so please be aware that I know this says first quarter, it should say third quarter, but this was created in-house, so please understand that not everything is perfect here. So for the checkpoint in Learning Module 4, which is now only 2 weeks away, you are asked to prepare the sales budget and the production budget. Because if the production budget is incorrect, all of your other budgets past that will also be incorrect. So it's very important that you get the production budget correct, and I highly recommend that everybody take advantage of the checkpoint. And it is 100 points. It's easy. You get 100 points just for submitting something. Okay, and I will give you feedback on what you have done. So again, you are asked to complete the sales budget and the production budget, two of the easier items to prepare, but the production budget is very important as it affects everything else. Okay, so if we think about our sales budget and the goal of our sales budget is the element that we use in projecting how many units we think we're going to sell, what our budgeted unit price is, and then how much total dollars am I going to make based on my data. So if I am projecting a specific amount of units for each month, I'm just going to lay those amounts in. So if we go back to our instructions tab, we can see that when we are completing this critical element, that sales were 20,000 units in June. We have forecasted sales for July, August, and September. In my sales budget, what I'm concerned with is July, August, and September. Okay. So we have 18, 22, and 20. So we have 18,000, 22,000, and 20,000. Okay, and I'm taking that right from those assumptions. That's all I'm doing. And then I'm just going to lay in my unit price. All right, so say for example, we are going to, our unit price is $25. Okay, so I'm just going to lay in my $25. I then need to know how much total dollars am I going to get based on my budgeted units and my budgeted unit price. So again, I'm just going to put a formula in here. Please let Excel do all the work for you. Okay, I'll walk through that one more time for everybody. I'm going to go equals plus. I'm going to click in one of the cells. It doesn't matter. I just started with E8. Then I'm going to hit my multiplication sign. And then I'm going to click in the second element that I want multiplied with my first unit. And I'm going to hit enter. And it does the work for me. So then I'm just going to copy this down to my other rows and let Excel do the work. Now I want to know how many total units I have, so I'm going to auto sum it, as well as how much dollars for the 3 months. So again, I'm just going to total it. The reason I'm telling you to let Excel do the work and use those formulas is, what if I had determined that in August I'm actually going to sell 25,000 units? And if I change that, all of my numbers change because I have formulas in there. If I didn't have formulas in there, I would have to manually calculate and remember every item that was tied to that one calculation. So please do yourself a favor and use the formulas. And if you need help, please let me know. So that is the sales budget. I will then prepare a video for the production budget, so please watch for that this week. But I would like for you to maybe attempt it and see, and then compare with my video. But the important thing is that my sales budget is projecting how many units I'm going to sell, at what price, and how much total budgeted dollars. The purpose of my production budget is then to determine, based on my estimates of units I'm going to sell, how much production do I need. And keep in mind, we have an ending inventory element with every production budget, because we don't ever want to have a point in time where we don't have any units produced. We're always starting our month with units produced, because if we didn't, we wouldn't be able to meet the demand of our clients, and then they would go somewhere else and we would lose business. So we always want to make sure that we start our months with a beginning inventory. So that is our ending inventory requirement, because our ending inventory for 1 month becomes my beginning inventory for the next month. Think about your checkbook. My July 31st balance of 2,000 is my August 1st balance of 2,000. Okay? So my ending inventory for 1 month becomes my beginning inventory for the next month. So again, I will do another video in detail about the production budget. That will come at some point this week. So please let me know if you have any questions on the sales budget or the production budget.